Hi friends. So something I'm feeling really called to speak into today is our ability to discern what is us avoiding an emotion and what is us releasing ourselves from the pressure of creating that emotion again. In the sense of that it's a repeated known pattern and cycle that we've placed upon ourselves due to our conditioning or the ancestral line that we've been blessed with receiving. There's a really nuanced energy in that space. And it's something that requires experimentation, it requires understanding, it requires patience with ourselves. And often we can get caught in the idea of needing to overcome a certain pattern and thus bulldoze the part of us that actually is really needing the love and attention of why we are indeed performing with that cycle. And I say the word performing because that is in essence what we are doing all day, every day, regardless of if we're aware or not. We are all performing in some shape or form. We either performing unconsciously with patterns and places and people that we have just known to be us or a part of us in our world, or we're consciously choosing what role we wish to create more of and what we want to step into for ourselves and the people we truly love. And there comes a point where we are judged and remembered by how we make people feel. And we are encouraged to sometimes leave our own best interests for another. And what my invitation to the world really is, as my expression, my unique expression, is the understanding that through service to self, we are serving other, and through service to other, we are serving self. And we don't all serve in the same way. We don't all provide the same value. We don't all provide the same essence and frequency, and that's exactly how it should be. Competition in the essence of comparison is the thief of time, as they say, because no two people are the same and we couldn't possibly be compared. We can take inspiration from people. And as I've said in previous videos, which I highly recommend you checking out, the origin of the word competition is to work together for a common goal or purpose. It's not to beat each other down. That is a human dysmorphia of intention and understanding of what real emotion and motivation can do for us as a being and as a society. The nuance place in between acting for self and acting for other is in the boundary of the identity. And through the identity itself and how one identifies with the world around them, whether or not we're flexible or fixed in those areas of our lives, determines the type of relationships and connection we're really able to access inside of ourselves. And often that can look like or feel like something that is a cop-out, or it can feel like, oh, I've succumbed to the pattern, when actually what you're doing is accepting that it's a part of your existence and your experience, and you're learning to transcend it in a different way. A lot of what I see in the spiritual community is, you've got to stop doing this, you've got to cut that out. It was 333 on the timer as I was saying that. And I don't agree with that. I think that there's a desperate part of you that needs fucking love, and if you can change the pattern, do it. But if you can't, send that part of your self-love. Because we don't get that way by, beating ourselves up. We don't change who we are by beating ourselves up to be the person that we want to be, especially not someone who shares love with others and creates more love in the world, which is what a lot of us are trying to do. We have to be kind. And when we can be kind to ourselves, we can really be kind to other people. I also feel like truth and speaking truth, and when someone reacts badly to what you have to say, normalizing just letting that person have that experience, and also releasing it from your own energy field, because that is a judgment that is coming up because we hold a judgment about ourselves in some way. And so as we're releasing those judgments, we're allowing the space in our life for the people who truly understand us and feel us and love us as we are authentically, as we're evolving, and can assist us in that evolution for the highest good of all, and so it is. They appear and they support and they nourish and they feel us in unseen and unsaid ways. And we can feel their energy and their life force guiding us, loving us, hugging us as we enter through the world. Whether that's someone on the internet that you just see randomly who shifts the pattern and paradigm and the spiral that we're in the moment, or if that's someone who's consistently in your life, if it's a coach, if it's a mentor, whoever it might be, if it's a tree, an animal, a pattern interrupter. And then you can be the pattern interrupter for others, and it ripples and it ripples and it ripples. There's a never-ending cycle, and thus competition is irrelevant by the modern meaning. By the true meaning, it's inevitable, it's unescapable. It's actually quite ignorant to ignore. It creates tension where there need not be tension. I'm in a lot of high-powered places where I notice women who have achieved a lot in their lives are so in resistance to the trueness of themselves, and they are so in resistance to their own emotional truth, and they are so in resistance to the fact that they are prioritizing money over their true happiness and their reality. And then there are some who have mastered the art of receiving money, of empowering others and embodying their truth and sharing that gift of abundance with the world. And it's a very thin line between faking it and making it, being it, embodying it. And my truth, my vow, my conviction is that I will always embody what I am preaching. It is my word, it is my honor, it is my blessing to do so. And I take that incredibly playfully. Because we have to be flexible with our lives. We have to be flexible with ourselves and our words, and things are allowed to change and evolve, and we're allowed to show up messy and authentic and beautiful, and that be okay. I don't have to have everything figured out to be able to guide someone through a process. As a coach, as a human, as a creator on the internet, as a creator of my life. I'm so excited to see how we blossom and bloom together in this space. And I really am here to provide the freedom of mind, the freedom of energy, the freedom of being for everyone through my YouTube platform. And also grow a business that is going to nourish me and nourish the world through making a lot of money. And if that triggers people, good. Because I am a heart-centered being who has created herself into a form and a vessel that can physically handle that much pressure. And not everyone can do that. Not everyone can take the time and commit to themselves the way that I've done. And that's why I deserve to be paid the big bucks. And I deserve to use that money to feed back into changing the world every single day of my life by changing myself, my family's world, the people consequently from that. I have so many big dreams. I want to create orphanages all around the world, spiritual, conscious orphanages, homeless shelters that empower people to change their vibration. And I've never shared that before. But that is my true intention. The people with the heart, the people with the awareness and the knowledge and the time and the love and the consistency of being, they deserve to have the money. And I don't fear people stealing my ideas or my intellectual properties, because if they do, it was never really theirs anyway, and it will just bite them in the butt one day. So I'm free. I'm free to be me, and I'm free to share, and I'm free to take us all on this journey. Because I'm going, and I'd love for you to come with me. I would love to invite anyone that is interested in feeling more of themselves, in close proximity with someone who holds themselves to a very high standard of love and devotion in their own life, and takes people through the process of connecting to that part of themselves, into an event called the Devotional Playtime Seed Container. How cute. Which is going to be 7 days of a Telegram group. And we're going to have an open call and a closed call. For 7 days, we are going to work through creating more pleasure and play within our lives, and really, really connecting and grounding into the deliciousness of a community. If that resonates for you, this is a free event. I am accepting donations, but there is no expectation. At the end, I will be selling my program of 12 weeks, Devotional Playtime. Obviously, I will be offering my heart in that regard. So with full clarity, that is what will be happening. But there is no expectation that people continue with me. The intention is to plant the seed in our own lives to unfold and grow in our own time, our own container, the one that is the most true fit for us. And so it is. If you'd like to know more, please comment below or come to one of my social media pages, send me a link, send me a message. Everything is working out in our favor. All unfolds in the perfect way. I'm feeling a real depth of connection for this space. Whether it's in a free container or a paid container, just know that I am truly honoring you in your truth and where you're at. And I can't wait for us to empower each other financially, emotionally, spiritually. I love you.